Awesome. So in this video, I want to talk about the truth when it comes to growth operating, right? There's a lot of misconceptions going around because there's some beginners coming into this space who it's their first online business. There's some agency owners who shut down their past agency and decided to come into this business. So I want to clear up some misconceptions, right? But I do have some friends in this space who are crushing it. And I've been having conversations with them recently and learning a ton about this space and realizing it's not that different. And there's these four beliefs that if you have these beliefs right now, they're going to stop you or hinder you from actually scaling your growth operating business. Okay. So we're going to dive into this video and I hope you guys get tons of value out of it. But the first thing is you still need attention. A lot of people who have shut down past agencies, some of them rightfully so, right? They were in the wrong niche or the niche that they were working in. They gave it a ton of time and they just found out that the service that they were providing, the niche couldn't afford or didn't need. But there's some people who they had a working model, they had a good niche, and they just decided to become growth operators because they thought it would be easier. It's not going to be easier. You still need to be able to get attention, right? You still have to have a successful client acquisition infrastructure. So you're not replacing your issue. Like maybe you like the space more. That's completely different. And I would still even say then, like you can crush it in one space, right? You could crush it with that first agency. And when you do crush it, I promise it'll become something you like. So the idea that you'll just become a growth operator and you won't need attention, you won't need to do outbound is kind of crazy, right? So you're going to get into this space and you're going to have this uninformed optimism. But when you realize that you have to do the same amount of outbound, if not more, you'll realize that this is not as easy. Okay. And that's the second thing is this can be of the same difficulty or even harder. Think about it. You're not reaching out to local businesses. You're not reaching out to a realtor in Missouri, or you're not reaching out to, an electrician to run ads for them. You're reaching out to a creator online who already has a following. So they're getting reached out to by their own audience and also other people similar to yourself who think that they can help them in some way or another. So I want you to understand that the difficulty could be of the same or it could be even more, right? Or less, right? Everybody has their own experience. Now, going into the next thing is you actually need to be creative. There's tons of people who, I believe the guy's name is Eddie, if I'm correct. Eddie Cumberbatch, maybe that's his name. He started this space, if I'm correct. Maybe someone else did, I'm not sure. But a lot of people are going through what I believe is one program and they're just copy pasting everything. Now, the way that you see outsized returns is you actually are innovating on the process. You want to be creative. So you want to take what he gives you and be creative, innovate on it, and what that will allow you to do is that will allow you to actually see different results than other people. Okay. And now I'm not saying do this right away. You can use what he gives you to get going. But after you start to get a hang of it and you start to understand a little bit more, be creative, be innovative, and differentiate yourself from everyone else who could have gone through his program, right? You don't want to be running a copy paste business that tons of other people are doing the same thing. You want to be doing your own thing, right? So now the last thing, this is actually the last one here. My fourth point is building a successful or a thriving community is not easy. Sam Ovens, the creator of School, which you guys probably know about. If you know about growth operating, you know about the platform School. He's come out on many occasions and said building a community is not easy. Getting people to engage, getting it to be interactive and stuff, it's not easy at all. So a lot of people are overestimating their ability to do the service delivery when they become growth operators, right? Because yeah, setting up ads is maybe hard, right, on Facebook and monitoring that. But guess what? When you set up some ads and you have a good cost per click, you have a good cost per lead and stuff like that, you can kind of let that sit for a little bit, right? But now when it comes to this, you have to make sure that that community stays thriving. You have to make sure that the community stays valuable, because if you don't, that creator will have a high churn rate in their community. And what I mean by that is people will join their community and be there for like a month, 2 months, and then they'll end up leaving because they don't get value anymore. Or maybe they'll join their community and not get any value and want to leave right away. So you just have to make sure that you actually have the community building skills that you need, right? You want to make sure that you have the criteria to successfully do this, and not only do it successfully, but also be able to help in other areas. So another big thing is that when you solve a person's problem, you're going to create more problems and just in different areas. So you want to have the skills to help solve all the problems that you end up creating, right? Let's say someone makes $1 million and the year before that they made $30,000. Now the problems they have is, okay, what do I do with my $1 million? How do I pay my taxes? How do I do, like, there's tons of new problems that open up. Now that's better problems for them. They see it as, oh yeah, I'm willing to deal with these problems, but they're problems nonetheless. Okay. So I want you to focus on, still getting attention, still working on getting an amazing client acquisition infrastructure, being creative, and understanding that this could be of the same difficulty, if not harder. And then lastly, you got to know that building a community is not easy, and having amazing community building skills is rare, right? So I'm not saying that no one has the skill to do it, but I know that out of a lot of people who might say, "Hey, I could build a successful community," there's not a lot of people that could do that. Like, building a community, a truly thriving community, is not easy at all. So I hope this video was helpful. I got a free course down below. You can check that out. And you can also join my free group too. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.